Hey, I'm Patrick Norton.
And I'm Roger.
And you're watching
Lab
Rats.
Hey, I'm Andy Walker.
I'm Sean Carruthers.
And here's another edition of Lab Rats on location here in Las Vegas.
Yes, and we have the fantastic Las Vegas Convention Center in the background. This is where a good chunk of it happens.
It's an amazing show. You know, there's probably 7 or 8 football fields worth of high-tech stuff
it
here.
It starts way over there and goes all the way, right past the bus there, and way back over to here.
And that's just the tents in the front of the building. There's
Yes.
still 3 major halls,
Yep.
87,000 square feet of show space, I think they call it.
Not to mention all the hotel rooms that are set up with suites.
That's right.
Another convention center somewhere over there.
And all the bartenders and
All the bartenders.
people making shrimp for us.
Yes.
Food's good here, too.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, so today you're going to see another day of coverage. We hope you're enjoying our coverage thus far.
I am.
More TVs, more cell phones, more other gadgets, I don't know.
MP3 players. More of everything.
More of everything.
We got a ton of stuff for you.
All right. Well, stay tuned for a message from our sponsor, and we'll be right back with more coverage from CES 2008.
If a doggy was the new Camtasia Studio 5, it would be the cutest. It would be obedient, and it wouldn't steal Aunt Betsy's purse. The new Camtasia Studio 5. Screencasting software that's better than a doggy. Download it at www.techsmith.com.
Microsoft may be a product that you'll see on your desktop, but you probably didn't know that they're working on cars too. I'm here with Val from the Automotive Business Unit.
Yes.
And you're going to show us something about what's going on in terms of Microsoft in cars.
Yeah, I'm going to show you Ford Sync, and this is built on the Microsoft Auto platform. And what it does is it allows you to easily and conveniently use devices like your mobile phone, media players like this Zune or an Apple iPod in the car just by using your voice and buttons on the steering wheel.
Right.
So right now, on my Zune, I've got about 4,500 songs. So chances are I probably have something that you like to hear. What would you like to hear?
Do you have any Duran Duran?
Let's see. Play artist Duran Duran.
Playing artist Duran Duran.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. Did you see the keynote the other night when we had Slash from Guns N' Roses out there?
No, I didn't.
Oh, well, just since you missed it, maybe you want to hear a little bit of Welcome to the Jungle. Play track Welcome to the Jungle.
Playing track Welcome to the Jungle.
So, 4,500 songs. I can jump to any one just that fast.
So how exactly does this work then? This is doing voice recognition.
Yes, and what we actually do is when you first connect your device, we download the metadata, so that's just the information about the song title, the artist, the genre, the album, and we create an index, and then the system creates speech grammars that enable you to access it with your voice. So I didn't have to train the system on those 4,500 songs. It just understands them, through its own speech grammars. So
this was based on research that came out of Microsoft Research.
Well, this is actually based on a number of technologies that we're leveraging, from both inside of Microsoft and from third parties.
Very good. Okay. And this is available on all Ford vehicles?
Well, right. This year, in 2008 model year, it's on 12 models of Fords, Lincolns, and Mercurys. And I believe Ford said that in next model year, it'll be on all Ford vehicles.
Which media devices does it work with?
All the popular ones. I happen to be using a Zune, but it works just as well with iPods. You can even load your music onto a USB thumb drive and plug it in there, or if you have another popular MP3 player. Also, we support all the popular music formats, including the digitally protected formats such as Apple FairPlay. So whatever device you have your music on, whatever format you have it on, but chances are it's going to work just great in the Ford cars.
All right, well, so let's have a look at the hands-free voice dialing.
Okay, so I'm going to switch to the phone mode, and just like this system made all my songs available to me just by using my voice, it also makes all the contacts in my phone book available to me by voice as well. So to place a phone call to someone in my phone book, all I have to do is this. call Bill Gates.
Calling Bill Gates.
And there you go.
Will he answer?
I'm going to hang up. I don't want to get fired. But now, also, if I want to call someone who's not in my phone book, I can voice dial a number. Dial
Number, please.
425-882-8048.
425-882-8048.
Dial.
Dialing.
Okay, and as you can see, you know, I'm not yelling at the system. I'm not talking like a robot. I'm just talking normal conversational tone, normal conversational cadence. We even have the window here. We have some ambient noise coming in. Works just great. And it would work just as well if you were in a convertible going 70 miles an hour down the freeway.
What if I had a French accent?
Well, two things. First off, it'll understand your French accent, or you can just change the language setting to Canadian French, and then you could interface with the system in French.
So how many worldwide languages or dialects will it understand?
Well, these cars are built for the North American market, so we put Canadian, French, English, and Spanish in these cars. Now, we also have cars in Europe with Fiat Auto Group, and those are available in 9 European languages.
Play artist U2.
Playing artist U2.
Seemed
Not
to
a
work
problem.
pretty good.
Good, there you go. It's code compliant. All right. Thanks a lot, Val.
Okay, thank you.
That's voice-powered cars from Microsoft.
Well, all geeks love Scotty Vest tech-enabled clothing. I'm actually wearing some of the pants right now. Lots and lots of pockets. What people may not know is that there's actually a real Scott behind the name Scotty Vest, and that's Scott Jordan.
How you doing, Sean?
I'm doing good. So you've got something new to show here at the show.
Yeah, I do. This is the new travel vest, and it has 25 pockets, and it sells for $100, and it's a lot more organized than some of our last iterations. Our customers have explained to us that they want a way to organize their lives. So the little icons, like this is a pocket just for your travel documents. This is for your phone. You know, this is for your eyeglasses. You can feel your phone vibrate when it rings. Here's a pocket for your iPod, which is very cool, which I'll show you. You can actually see it in the dark, and you can control it right through the fabric. A separate pocket right here for your digital camera. So it's more or less a way to organize your life.
And of course, one of the neat features that I've always loved about Scotty Vest products is even though you have your iPod in your pocket, you have little channels for the wires.
That's exactly right. This is the patented technology-enabled clothing system. So all the wires are hidden away, and I can listen to my tunes and actually change the music by just reaching in through the pocket here, and if I turn the iPod towards this pocket, I can do it there or do it right through here. The fabric is designed so you can change the music right through that, and it's really a wonderful system of organizing all the gadgets we carry with us.
So do you have anything else that's coming out that is brand new?
We have more colors of the hoodie that were just announced. The hoodie's done unbelievable for us. We have more colors of the polo. We're sort of, adding more colors and fabrics to what we're already offering. I'm wearing the pants as well in a different color.
This is a complete wardrobe right here.
This is the Performance Q-Zip. It's one of my favorite items here, a little pocket here, and channels as well, and I can change the music right through here, and more pockets over here. It's just, how do you carry all the stuff that you walk around with and not look like a geek is really what it's about.
That is what it's about. Well, there you go. Scotty Vest. There is a Scott, but it's more than just vests.
That's exactly right. Thank you, Sean.
Thanks, Scott.
Every year I try to find out what's going on with GPS or global positioning systems, and I come to MEO. So I'm here with Eric Larson from MEO. Or is it Navman? Because apparently you guys have just done a merger.
There's all kinds of stuff going on for this show. I mean, this is really kind of a Brady Bunch moment for us here at MEO Technology. We have now announced the merger of MEO Technology and Navman. So for the first time at this show, we're able to show not only our new brand, our new kind of look and feel, but we're able to show a preview of devices, which were the hardware designed by MEO, the software designed by what was the Navman software team, and we're really got some exciting products we're showing.
So does this mean that there'll be no more Navman in North America?
Navman in North America will effectively go away, and you're going to see the Mio devices. Navman is also a very strong brand throughout the world, so you're going to see that continuing in certain markets.
So what's new in devices? That's what we're here for, of course.
In devices, we're still very, very happy to be showing our Mio C720T. This is one of our widescreen devices. It's got maps of the U.S., Canada. It's got 3 major cities in Mexico and major Mexico roads. So this thing just eats borders for breakfast. It's also got a full-blown media player, so you can watch all your widescreen movies. And the one feature that's very cool on this,
Hey, it's a camera.
there's a digital camera built in, and not just another bell and whistle. This is actually attached to the GPS system. So as you take pictures with this, it knows where you took the pictures. You can navigate back to them. You can post them to Picasa and look at them on Google Earth. You can really have a good time with this device.
So there's a way to sort them based on geography on your desktop?
Absolutely. Where you can go to the NavPix library, you can go to Picasa, or you can navigate to them. But you can really say, not only here are the pictures of my vacation, but here's where I took all the pictures of my vacation. So very, very cool stuff. Great.
Available now, and how much?
Absolutely. It's available right now, and it's about $5.99 retail.
Very good. Okay, what else you got?
We are showing, as we were talking about earlier, a preview of our Mio Move devices. So this is the first time we're showing the hardware, and this is an early example of what our new software will look like.
It's a new UI.
Absolutely. And with this, what we're looking to do is go back to the basics, get incredibly good, straightforward, and easy navigation. So we're trying to make sure that it's the best navigation experience available. So we're going to go through and start banging on this, a lot more beta testing, and we think we're going to come out with a product that's just extremely easy to use.
Very good. Now, does this have text-to-speech, those kinds of things?
Absolutely. All of these devices will have text-to-speech. So instead of just saying you're going to turn left in 50 yards, it will say you're going to turn left in 50 yards onto Main Street. You're also seeing a large number of these devices supporting the TMC, or the real-time traffic updates. So as you're driving, you can find out that the road is going to be slow in front of you, or there's actually an accident, or there's going to be some construction going on. You really have the ability to really plan your trip more effectively.
And that's in the U.S., Canada, and Mexico?
In the U.S. for sure right now, they're currently broadcasting the data for the real-time traffic in Montreal, Ottawa, and Toronto, and they're looking to expand coverage in Canada.
Right, and eventually Mexico, I imagine.
Absolutely. Yep, they're going through all that. We're still mapping a lot of Mexico, and then the TMC will come a little bit later.
Very good. Okay, what else you got?
From a global perspective, we're also previewing one of our new phones, which is a phone and a GPS. So not only is it a very, very nice cell phone, on the flip side, it's a full-blown GPS.
Ooh.
So it's kind of nice. You're seeing a lot of devices that kind of have the dual personality. And what's nice about this one is instead of just using the GPS that they say you get on certain cell phones, this has a true GPS built in. It is a Surfstar 3 chip. We are using the TeleAtlas map data. So the experience on this is very similar to what you're seeing on all the other devices.
Very cool. And what's coming up for 2008 then that's going to be it's going to blow everybody away? Anything?
I think it's going to be really just redefining the navigation experience, redefining who Mio is, coming up with products like this that just really allow you to take it from the time you leave the house until the time you come back, and just taking navigation and letting people really explore more throughout their day.
People can learn more where?
At www.mio.com.
Mio.com, more GPS devices available this year in 2008.
So I'm here with Tony from Skype. Not on Skype, he's actually here in person, but he's here to show us some of these new gadgets. I guess the focus this year for Skype here is a lot of portability, mobility with Skype. Is that correct?
Yeah, exactly, Sean. So, obviously, loads of people love using Skype from their PC, and we've got over 246 million users worldwide. But increasingly, mobility and the ability to be present on Skype and to be able to call your Skype buddies and chat with your Skype buddies when you're away from your PC is becoming really important for our users. So at CES, we've got like a line of products that we're working with our partners on. So we've got the Nokia N810, which is a Linux-based tablet PC product, where you can basically make Skype calls when you've got Wi-Fi connectivity, chat with your Skype buddies on using the tablet. So,
and it looks like you have another similar device here from Sony called the Milo.
Yeah, this is the Milo 2 actually. So this is a successor to the first Milo. Again, you've got the sliding keyboard form factor, pretty slim device, Wi-Fi enabled. So whenever you've got Wi-Fi connectivity, you can call your Skype buddies. It's got a touch screen as well.
Okay, and it looks like you also have a pair of cellular phones, like full-on cell phones that have Skype built in. You wouldn't think that the cell phone companies would want you to be able to make the calls on Skype, but here you go. So tell me about these.
Yeah, so this is one of our sort of really exciting new products. We actually launched this a couple of months ago, available in European countries like the UK, Italy, and also Australia and Hong Kong. So this is a fully sort of functional 3G mobile phone. You can see it's pretty small, fits really nicely in your pocket. It does everything really that you'd expect from a mobile phone. It's got a 2-megapixel camera. It's got a MP3 player, but obviously for us, most importantly, and for Skype users, you've got full Skype functionality. So you see this.
A great big button on there too, so it's clear where you push.
Exactly, yeah. And this, just to be clear, this you don't need Wi-Fi connectivity. You don't need to be connected to a hotspot or anything like that. Wherever you've got cellular coverage in your network, you can basically make free Skype calls. You can chat to your buddies for free as well.
Now this excites me. This is the Sony PSP. You might remember this, and apparently now the newer version will have Skype available for it.
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, we couldn't forget the gamers, Sean. So we've been working with Sony on the new. I think they launched in September time. It's the PSP Slim version, and so Skype will be available on this. There'll be a firmware upgrade, software upgrade for owners of this device. You'll be able to download it for free around about the end of this month, and you can enjoy making free Skype calls on this as well.
Yes, so now obviously there's no headset with a microphone that comes with it, but you can get this separately, I guess.
Yes, so the device itself doesn't have a built-in mic, but Sony will be having similar to this product, like a headset that you can buy for it, or there's also a webcam that comes with this and that has a mic in it, so if you've got one of those, you can also use that.
Okay, great. Well, thank you so much, Tony.
Right, thanks, Sean.
Thanks.
Okay, so we're here at Microsoft. We're going to do an interview with the Microsoft Surface people. And I'm going to ask him how come it's larger than the iPod Touch. Stand by. Well, Microsoft's been working on interactive furniture, apparently. It's called Microsoft Surface, and I'm here with Mark from that division.
Mark Bulger.
Mark Bulger. Nice
Hi.
to meet you.
Very nice to meet you.
So this is not an iPod Touch. It is it's a Microsoft Surface. It's an interactive piece of furniture.
Well, it's a Surface computer. Have a seat, and I'll give you a look at it. What a Surface computer is that it allows us to turn an ordinary tabletop into an interactive display.
Yeah.
And what's great about it is I can just reach out with my hands, and I can interact with digital content. So I don't need a mouse or a keyboard. I can just directly interact with Surface just by dipping my finger in paint and maybe even just dragging my finger across like this. That's called direct interaction, which is something it's natural user interface. You can't do it today with anything. But in addition to that, there's another attribute called multi-touch. And it's not just multi-touch like this. It's actually being able to bring all my fingers to the Surface with massive multi-touch to be able to do this. And the reason I can do that is because I've got cameras underneath that are looking for user input, and I can send an image back up through a Vista PC and a projector that corresponds with how I've touched it. Not only can I interact with it, but you can join me. Just go ahead, and that's called multi-user. I can have dozens and dozens of people interacting with it at the same time.
Mark, it's like finger painting when I was 6. This is
That's
great.
exactly right. Well, for more fun, here, take this and drop it onto Surface. It's a tag, and so I can actually have an optical tag on here that identifies a piece of content that I want to bring up from Surface. So I can have object recognition where I can bring these to Surface, or I can bring a paintbrush and I can paint with it as I would a canvas. So a Surface computer really allows you to interact with digital content in a new way using your hands, which is very different from traditional technology.
Right. This is so much more than the iPod Touch.
Well, in fact, it is, because it's not only direct interaction, it's multi-touch, it's multi-user, and I can bring objects. And we've defined that as really comprising what a Surface computer is. And our vision is that we're going to take this into commercial spaces like hotels and restaurants and retailers, but eventually we're going to get into the home in 3 to 5 years. Bill said 30 years ago that he had a vision that we'd have a computer on every desk. We're pretty much there now. And now with Surface, we think that every desk can be a computer. And not only every desk, but every surface.
Absolutely, that's great.
So I got another thing to show you. Are you a photographer?
Badly, but
yeah,
sure.
I
like to take pictures.
Okay.
Take pictures of my cats.
Okay, well that's good. Well, I'm a photographer, and what I enjoy doing is using a digital camera to take lots of photos, and it's so easy to take photos, but sharing them is still difficult, right?
Sure, yeah.
Because if you and I were out in Las Vegas today, and I had this Wi-Fi enabled camera, and we took a bunch of pictures, if I wanted to share these photos with you, we'd have to use the back of the screen, or I'd have to load them up to the web, or I'd have to bring my computer along, or God forbid, I'd have to print them, right?
Yeah.
But what if we could just, at the end of our day, and maybe if you don't mind, I'll just I'll get a photo. Oh, that's great. Let me get a nice close-up here. Smile. All right.
Yeah, complete with my cold.
All right.
Beautiful.
That's great.
All right.
So we've been out and about, and I said, I've got some photos I want to share with you. Let's hop into a coffee shop. I could reach into my pocket, or we could we could walk into a hotel or a coffee shop or a restaurant where a Surface unit is located, and this becomes our table, and I could reach into my pocket, pull out a loyalty card that's associated with any one of a number of online photo services.
Yeah.
And I could just drop this on Surface,
Right.
and there's my content that I've got stored, so I could share some photos with you that might be of my kids or of trips that I've taken. But even more importantly, now what I could do is I could take this Wi-Fi enabled camera, the
Yeah.
photo I just took of you,
Yeah.
and I could place it down in our restaurant or our coffee shop or our hotel lobby, and there's your photo.
Wow! Fun!
And because I like this photo so much, I'm
Yes.
going to blow it up like this. There you go. And we could make 1 million copies of it
That's not.
by
But
turning it into a postcard.
we have to clean it.
And we can have a nice set of stars around here,
Hey.
maybe some hearts, Canadian flags.
I'm all sparkly.
Or we could turn it over and we could write a message to your friends.
Dear Mom, having fun in Las Vegas. Okay, good.
That's right. And then when we're ready, we could find a list of email addresses that are associated with your card. You can send it to Live Spaces. to
Okay, so
share
this
with your
data
friends.
is loaded in that clan card that you had put on the desk before.
That's exactly right. And off your photo goes.
So are we talking a couple of years, maybe 5 years? Then this may be adapted as a consumer product?
Yep, in 3 to
Yeah.
5 years.
Right, very cool. Great. Well, where can people find out more information?
They can go to surface.com.
Surface.com.
That's
You
right.
guys nailed a really good URL.
Thank you very much.
Now, another bit of future technology is the MPH. Now, we've seen portable television on little handheld devices in Asia for a while now, but it's now coming to North America.
That's right, and what's happened is high-definition television was invented by LG. Here in Canada and the United States it's known as ATSC. This form factor allows you to actually be able to broadcast mobile television, and people don't realize that. Now what's happening in the United States is in 2009, they're going to full digital broadcast of TV. In Canada, the CRTC has been talking about 2011, so this is something that is really near future and possible for us. The good news for local broadcasters is that you have the opportunity to be able to localize your content and send it out on existing towers. You don't need to invest in new towers or new technology. It's a simple chip and a software. So right now you're looking at a mobile phone receiving live from a local television station that we've contacted to work with us.
It's a commercial, Frank. Why
It's
are we watching a
right
commercial?
now. Sorry about that. Now,
Can you skip them with this?
no, it's a live broadcast, so you can't skip. And what's happening is simultaneously in a high def signal, it has embedded a standard def signal, and that's what we're seeing right now. So whether through a navigation device, a notebook through a USB dongle, or a notebook or a cell phone, you're able to watch mobile digital television even if you're traveling up to 140 miles per hour.
So you said about 2011 for availability or sooner?
Well, 2011 because that makes sense, because in Canada we'll be going to possibly to full digital broadcast of television. At that point, this makes sense for Canadians because now it's really available and it's really easy to implement.
So I've got a brand new phone right here. It's so compact. It's so beautiful. It does. It's got a camera built in. It does everything you need, and it'll fit right in your pocket. Well, actually, Frank's got the real one. It's called the Beauty. Tell us about this one, Frank.
Well, you know what? We've seen the camera and the camcorder being really a feature that's been a novelty in a lot of cell phones the last 5 years. What LG has done is introduced a real camera. I mean, it's a 5 megapixel camera. The video recordability of it actually records 120 frames per second. So it's a robust video camera and camera. Now what we've done, we've decided that we've seen so many people in concerts putting their hands up, recording, taking pictures and sharing with people, that we felt it was time to introduce a phone that wasn't just that had a camera feature, but a camera that had a phone, and that's the way we decided to go. It has a Schneider lens on it. It's totally legitimate. The best part I like about this, it is totally touchscreen. So here we have in the video camera mode, you can actually control the, oops, well, I just went out of that mode, sorry about that.
It's always hard to do this upside down and backwards.
Yes, here we go. All right, going to call up the screen. All right, and back here. And you can actually control the zoom through touchscreen. Other advantages of this touchscreen is the fact that you could actually handwrite on it with your finger. So once you take a photograph, you can write some notes onto it. It has a slow motion playback. And again, it's a phone. And that's the first thing, of course, it is. So You know, there's talk about this being launched in the North American market. It will launch first in Europe, probably through the UK, and then be brought into US and Canada.
So, iPhone killer, yay, nay?
I mean, it's not a smartphone, right? It really is a camera with the phone feature built into it. So is it an iPhone killer? It's not what it's slated to be. It is designed to be a multimedia phone, really delivering on picture quality and video recordability.
Very diplomatic.
Well, that's it for another edition of Lab Rats on Location in Las Vegas. I started to feel like we're in Command N.
Yeah, well, a bit of graffiti somewhere around here, and I think we're set.
Anyway, we hope you're enjoying our coverage of the Consumer Electronics Show. Are you having a good show?
I'm having a great show so far. My feet again, at this point in the show, again, I'm almost dead on my feet. My feet hurt. I know my camera guy, Dave here, is in the same boat. So, yeah, it's a lot of fun, though, to do it. It's worth the suffering for 4 days.
It's my favorite show. Come here every year. We really, really enjoy it. So thanks again to Tech Smith, our sponsor, for buying all those ads in the show so we can bring this to you for free. Thank you, guys. Thanks, Betsy Weber and the gang out there in Michigan. I guess that's it for us.
Yes.
And my voice. Can you tell my voice? My voice is completely trashed now.
Yeah, totally.
Oh, well.
Not having to hear him much longer, that'll be a good thing.
Anyway, if you have any comments about our show, please send them to
feedback at labrats.tv. Not feedback, feedback.
Feedback. All right.
We should register feedback.
We should. It'd be fun.
All right.
That's it for us. My name is Andy Walker.
I'm Sean Carruthers.
And that's the Wynn Hotel behind us. We'll see you later.